the whole download culture. You know, these married men and women that are doing shit they're not supposed to be doing. Like you married and you presenting for all intents and purposes, you presenting as a heterosexual male, but you're not. You're probably bi,
Bisexual.
or you are homosexual, and that's just like that wife is your beard, and you're wronged here. Like you can imagine being faithful to your husband, and your husband bringing homosexual transmitted disease for you that he didn't even get from another woman.
No, boy, you not even
Or he
funny.
brings some
But it
lentils for you.
happens. These men of status, they're in society, and everybody knows what it is, but nobody is saying anything. And they have their boyfriends.
Here's something on what Sean is saying, right? I went to get food one time. I went to buy food. I decided to go someplace in Portsmouth. And I was talking to this lady, and she was telling me about a guy who is he's gay, right? And she was explaining to me one of the things that he was saying, and he was saying that that gay guy doesn't even really approach other gay guys. What happens to him is that straight men are the ones approaching him. And when she said that, I was shocked
You
because I
frightened,
was
not
like,
true?
I
You
was trying to
frightened.
understand. And she said a lot of times it's the macho guys that we see walking around
Yes.
that puff out their chest and you know what I'm saying. And then you find out that that's what these guys are into. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I was blown away when she said that. Completely blown away.
Here's the thing.
But could it be that macho guys have been abused
Yeah,
when they were
yeah.
young?
That's another
and they
thing.
overcompensate with outward presentations of manliness because on the inside they feel like their manliness has been taken from them.
Yeah.
Jade, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no. But here's the thing. Have that conversation with me. You
But
understand?
How do you have it when you can't
No,
even have
no.
it with yourself?
At some point in time, we have to call bullshit like we have to call bullshit on shit. You understand? And there's a certain point in time. Okay, so you can imagine being married to a person, or you married your husband, or you have children together, and the little partner by the side of the road come in and tell you or throwing talk for you because your husband, he there with your husband.
It's a 22. Pew,
There
pew,
are
pew.
some, and I'm not saying there are some women who know that their partner goes both ways.
Well,
If you
not have an
decide,
agreement.
there are some women who know and they're okay with it. If you and I decide we're getting married, at some point in time we have to have that conversation. You're not springing that on me.
Yeah.
Don't put me in that
Yeah,
position.
yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Though, because if that's what you're doing and you're out there having unprotected sex with these people, you put in me, like you put in my life at
Agree.
risk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every person you have unprotected sex with that is not your partner, you are putting your partner's life at risk. Because 90% of the time, your partner don't know you out there having unprotected sex.
For sure.
And you there, and on Sunday to Monday, or Sunday to Sunday, or you in church, perfect family, perfect life. Your wife gets sick. You alone she's sleeping with. But Tom
And
on the
vice
side,
versa, eh?
and you and Tom in all your business, and everybody know you and Tom in your business. You understand?
Except
And
your
I'm not
wife.
saying women
Body
don't do it,
wise.
women do it as well. But my God, at some point in time, like at what point in time do you value the other person you with enough to let them know this is what it is?
But the thing is, sometimes the men can't even be honest with themselves.
That's
That's the
true.
thing too.
That too.
Because I remember, I can't remember what I was watching, but they were speaking about that same issue, and the man was like he doesn't use condom with the other man because if he uses condom it will feel like sex. So you understand what I'm saying? He's so in denial that he's having sex with
True.
another man.
Okay, I understand.
He
I
doesn't
understand.
respond.
having
As
a-
in he doesn't
Because you only use a condom for sex.
Sex.
So the act of
Right.
going and buy a condom, ripping it open, putting it on is
On.
because you consciously making, like you telling yourself you do the act.
Dog, you
Right.
penetrating him is sex.
Yeah, but
Like,
denial is denial, you know, Shelly.
yeah, you is
Yeah.
one thing to lie to me, is something completely different to lie to yourself.
Boy.
And you see when
But a
we lie
lot of
to
people,
ourselves,
how many? But all of us lying to ourselves is just
Yeah,
like
we
telling
lie.
different
best you
lies.
tell me, Charlene, I like men and women. Tell
But
me
not,
that.
not many men will tell you that.
Okay, so what about the men who aren't on the down low, who have been molested or have been in sexually compromising situations when they were young by other women or by other men? What does that look like in a relationship? It doesn't always present as them being homosexual or having homosexual ideations. What does that look like to their manliness in a relationship? How does that present?
I guess certain things can trigger memories that'll make you act a certain way.
What is this certain way though? That's
Is that-
that's the thing, because a lot of us, what I want to know is like, what are the certain ways it presents? Because a lot of us, because men don't speak, a lot of us see our men either like retreat into themselves or lash out, and we don't even think about men being vulnerable as children to sexual predators. But they are very much so, from
Yeah.
men and male and female, and that has to have some sort of effect on them in their life, especially in a relationship. So does it look like the man being overly macho? Does it look like him being extra controlling? Does
Yeah,
it look
different
like him
people-
being so
different
focused
people,
on
different,
sex and not intimacy?
responses.
I was
What does
just
it
I
look
was
like?
just going to say that the thing is I think in terms of men and women, it affects both sexes, both men and women. But because men are expected to do certain things, we can overcompensate for because if we figure we are not man enough, so we have to put on that extra effort. I also think in terms of what we expect from men in terms of intimacy. Men, we really don't know, or we really are not socialized to be intimate, and not intimate in terms of sexual act, in terms of discussing our personal issues with our partners. We are socialized to keep things in, to deal with things on our own. What are you crying for? Why are you so soft? Why you have to harden up as a man. Man up. You always hear that as a little boy. You know you need to man up.
Don't cry there. Stop that.
Don't cry. Exactly. Don't cry. Men, no, big boys don't cry.
Yeah.
So when we grow up, we take those issues and we internalize them, and we don't know how to communicate those issues. A lot of the time, the main issue is not the what you're going through. It's the fact that you cannot communicate it. So
With it,
that
yeah.
is also creates a barrier
Yeah,
to
yeah.
you sharing with your partner.
Okay,
So
two
basically,
things. Two things. I'm an equal opportunity type of female, so I will kill you for my son as well.
You have a
You
son?
understand?
that part,
Like
when
I
she have,
will,
when she
go,
have.
like the same way I going to go to war for my daughter, I going to go to war for my son. So don't never think you're going to do what
Okay.
you want with him, and just leave him alone. Just like see them and don't see them.